Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be doing my second set ever, this beautiful black on black with a little bit of sparkle in a bling nail. So for the base coat, I'm just going to be using a jelly black, which I got this polish from Temu. I wanted to have the base be more transparent and then go in with a much more opaque black color on top. After I did this, I kind of wish I put the matte coat on top of the jelly polish just to kind of give it that nice matte effect and then have the shine from the gel polish with the top coat. So I just go in and I do about 2 coats of this and I cure in between each coat. And this part right here, I'm just saturating my brush, getting ready to do not much line work. I'm just drawing the line. Originally, I actually wanted to do a French tip, but then I kind of just did this diagonal line on the thumbnail and I was just like, I like it, so I'm gonna stick with it. So I'm just kind of filling in the area here so that it is the solid opaque black color here. I didn't really have much of an inspiration for these nails. I was just kind of winging it and just kind of going along and following whatever my hands did. I just followed whatever my hands were doing. They just kind of started doing their own thing, so I just kind of left it at that. And I was like, okay, I guess this is what we're going to be doing today. And the same thing for my index finger, or some may call it the pointer finger. I just randomly did this S line and I was like, okay, I like it. It's kind of cute. And looking back, this is where I actually realized I should have done the matte on top of the black jelly coat, because I think it would have been so cute just to kind of have that transparency and matte on one side and then have the shine on the other side. But it still turned out cute anyways. I still really ended up liking the final look. I definitely want to try different designs. I've seen like so much inspiration that I want to try, but I'm like, Shayna, you gotta slow your roll a little bit. You know, I'm just starting out, but like, I think there's nothing wrong with challenging myself and just trying new things because, you know, I surprised myself when I've tried a couple designs and I didn't think that I would actually be able to do it, but turns out I'm more than capable. So for the middle finger, I did do a one big rhinestone, and I'm using this rhinestone glue or gel that I got off of Temu as well. It's pretty good. The rhinestone though, it was big and there were some gaps underneath and I honestly wanted to like hide the gaps. I just wasn't sure how I could do it. So maybe next time I'll just try to like spread the gel out a little bit more just so there isn't a gap, because both middle fingers ended up popping off. Not like quickly, like I was able to wear the set for at least 2 weeks before the middle fingers popped off, but still, I'm not really a gem girly just for that specific reason, and it gets snagged in my hair. But yeah. One thing about myself that I really need to stop doing is underestimating myself, thinking that I'm not capable enough or good enough to be able to do certain things when I'm more than capable and more than able to be able to do something that I'm inspired by somebody else doing and knowing that I could do it too. I tend to underestimate myself way too much, and then I start to overthink things, and then sometimes I don't even bother trying, and if I do try, I end up giving up. So I'm just really putting my best foot forward every time I do a nail set, and so far I'm surprising myself with some of the things that I've done, and I'm just hoping that I'm able to grow as a nail artist. Will I ever become a nail technician? I'm not too sure, but I'm definitely into doing nail art, that's for sure. I think it's just really fun. So I'm using this sparkly color here. It doesn't have an actual specific name, but I decided to name it Starlight. So I'm just using Starlight here. This is also from Temu as well. All the polishes that I've used for this video and for future videos will be from Temu for now. And the only thing that isn't from Temu is my top coat, which is the Model 1's top coat. So I'm just kind of outlining the original line for the black line. So I'm just putting the sparkle right there just to kind of outline it, to kind of really make it stand out a little bit more, to separate between the opaque and the jelly black nail. This isn't about nails, but like, I just want to let you guys know I just recently started my weight loss journey for like the 50, 11th, millionth time. And I'm deciding I really, really, really want to be disciplined in this. It's been a trying time because, at one point in my life, I thought, I'm always going to be fit and I'll be skinny, but it turns out that was a lie. And honestly, I feel like when your gut health isn't good, then that really does create all sorts of health issues. So I had found out that I do have fibroids, and I have multiple of them. And then when I asked the doctor if it was possible to actually shrink them with diet and exercise, my doctor pretty much told me, no, it's not possible. It's just always going to be there type thing. But then when I've done research, it turns out that it is possible. And I've seen someone on YouTube, another creator, who has actually been able to shrink her fibroids. So I think anything's possible because with God, all things are possible, right? So the doctor may say so, but if God says something else, then you already know, because God will always have the final say. So I'm hoping that with my discipline to this journey, again, I will actually be able to not only become physically more fit and just healthier, but my fibroids will also shrink completely and they'll be gone. So I'm just giving that to God, and I just pray to God to give me the discipline to really actually see this through and actually be able to reach my weight loss goal. So I'm just going to be doing ADF, which is alternate day fasting, and I actually started this week, which is September 22nd of 2025, and I'm giving myself about 6 months to reach my goal weight, or at least be close to it. And it's not too bad because I've done a bit of fasting before, and more so for spiritual reason, not for weight loss reasons, where I fasted with my church. But I've tried ADF before, but I failed. I don't even think I got a month through, to be honest. So I'm taking it more seriously this time around, because my health is my wealth, and I feel if you're not healthy, then it just opens the door to all sorts of issues and illnesses. And so I want to minimize that as much as possible. So that's why I'm doing it. And I want to be here for my daughter as long as possible, as long as God allows me to be. The main thing I've always struggled with was the nutrition part, but I'm working on it. I'll get there. So I'm just putting on the Model 1's top coat on top of this. I do like the shiny look, but I'm gonna keep saying it. I should have done the matte coat on the jelly base, the black jelly, and then the gel top coat of the Model 1's on the opaque side. But I really, really, really like how this turned out. I know it looks so random with that one finger with just a charm on it, but like, I don't know, I think it just kind of suits the look. I don't know, I was just really feeling a black on black vibe when I decided to do these nails. Like, I don't know, like there's just something about black nails right now that I'm really loving. I don't know if it's a change of season or what, but like black nails are doing it for me right now. And I've seen so many cute black nails on Pinterest. I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do a couple sets of just black nails, period. So this is a final look. This is what they both look like. You could see that both index fingers or pointer fingers, they do look a little bit different in the S swirl, but that's okay. You know, you live, you learn, and I hope my line work gets way better over time. But, if you stick around for the ride, it might be a little bumpy, but if you stick around, you'll see the growth. You'll see the growth. I've already started to see the growth, and this is what it looks like on my hand, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I hope you guys like it.